Today's date is July 19th, 2020, Sunday. The time is approximately 9:50 p.m. Central Time. I'm just at 101, or rather 475, my grandmother's location. This is the show. Today, at approximately 4 or 5 today, several police officers, approximately 4 to 6 police officers and my landlord, had attended my 101 Lorne Avenue residence and had evicted me on the spot with intimidation and without the consideration of legal documents or any legal parameters that were involved in what was going on. I asked for legal documentation, proof of eviction or an eviction notice, and they said they didn't have to. So they more or less muscled me out of my house during the time of COVID-19 and during a time that I've been requesting witness security for a considerable case of corruption here. So I'm just throwing out a inventory of what I have. This is what I have for original. These are more or less my original documents. Would be the case against Chief Smythe and the Manitoba Justice Department, Lyra File 81. These are all original letters. I have concerns some of them may be forged. And this goes all the way to the Winnipeg Police Board, the Justice Department, prosecution, all the way to Ottawa. So my concern as of today is, and again, this is all Manitoba government. This is the Omar Carter deal, the complaint I'm working on. And I have a lot going on. These are the hospital, the complaint against Sherry Weeb. This is the human trafficking complaint that I'll be putting in. So my concern is, on July 13th, 2020, I had received a notification. The police had attended the Lorne Avenue residence, Sergeant Ballon Santiago, and he attempted to evict me on the spot again. This time, he didn't even speak to the landlord. It was on video. So my concern is that he also said that they had me under police surveillance selling drugs in and out of that residence, and again, this was on video. I'm going to be making a criminal complaint and allegations against the Justice Department, Santiago Ballon, and for fabricating evidence, public mischief, intimidation, and criminal harassment, and possible conspiracy to fabricate evidence of drug dealing and things like that. They had no legal justification. Like today, they came with 4 cruisers. My landlord had openly lied in front of all the police officers. He told that I've never paid rent. So I'm going to be alleging that this is obviously intimidation. I've been living there 9 months past my mother's her passing away. The landlord has never fixed anything in the house. I kept well-documented documentation of this, and I have reason to believe that today the reason he evicted me was probably an effort of intimidation that I've been trying to report to him and some other, that Chief Judge Margaret Weeb and Karen Fulham for the November 6th and the documents I'm getting from the courthouse. So this is just to say right away that on top of that, here's a letter that I made in June 1st, and there's a few other letters made out to Brendan. And this was regarding near eviction. So I was expecting an eviction notice from Brendan, in light of the COVID-19. And since this time, for many, many months, I've been asking for the witness security protection under for these allegations and more that include Stony Mountain, organized crime, and things like that. And I'm asking under law, not on, and the government has been ignoring me. And and for many months I've asked Brendan if he could fix the fixtures of the house and the things that are going on in the house, and he has completely refused. He has not fixed a single thing in the residence, and that's why, in part of why I haven't paid rent, is because he hasn't fixed anything in the residence. So this is a notice, a legal notice to enter the residence. And this is made it out to me, Curtis Hastings, 101-Lorne Avenue, 10:10 a.m., April 7th. Brendan Ryan, his address and his number. Brendan Ryan served me this. This would indicate this is a legal notice under the defendant's name of Curtis Hastings. So although he may attempt to say that there was no receipt, he would also have to have the onus of having the money and the receipt information that I gave him. It shouldn't just be on me. And this would prove that I was in tenant. So what I'm going to be alleging, given what's going on with COVID-19, that I've kept documentation and video of the condition of the house and its treatment and what happened today. And with the previous Safers community incident, I'm going to be alleging this is intimidation, and I'm going to be filing for a complaint against the Justice Department and Winnipeg Police. And that, obviously that this is what it's resolved into. So I'm very sad that I'm pursuing a complaint of high treason against the Prime Minister and several other issues. And this is a noble thing that I'm doing, a very noble thing. And I'm getting resorted to being put into homelessness, complaints not going answered, people, all kinds of things. But I'll leave it at that. I'm at my grandmother's. I'm going to pack this stuff up, and I'm going to be working on trying to get over to, trying to get this stuff figured out in the next day or two. And I'm going to be asking Brian Bowman, or the Premier for Witness Security. I know the police officers, he was a fat, balder guy. It looked like he kind of had a crush on Danny, because he kept saying Chief Danny Smyth's name. And he kind of kept acting like he was high on sniff, trying to look cool for someone. So that's how I look at him. The Winnipeg Police, when they go responding out of jurisdiction for Quanto, for Paul Vukmanich on April 14, 2014, and they keep in mind of Dennis Stronquil, I don't think much of Winnipeg when they pull moves like that on their own kind.